Yes, good morning, live from South by Southwest in Austin, in the bar La Mort Subite, which is obviously a symbolic monument of the Belgium culture. Please, Michel, join us. But first of all, the first person to be introduced this morning is Marie-Alice, because it's her birthday, ladies and gentlemen. So happy birthday, Marie-Alice, here in Austin, Texas. And it's a birthday. Come along, Marie-Alice, and introduce yourself. Please stand up. Introduce yourself. What are you doing? You belong to the Belgium and Walloon.
English or French?
You'd better if you can try to do it in English. Okay. But if you want to speak, okay, you choose your language. Allez.
Sorry. Okay. Hi everybody. I guess I'm gonna do it in English.
Great.
So I work for AWEX, which stands for the Walloon Foreign Trade and Investment Agency in the Innovation Department. My mission is to help Walloon companies to grow internationally, but as well to attract foreign investment in Wallonia.
You find money, you find spots, you find partners, you are the right person. And Philippe will, in a few minutes, explain exactly the landing, the soft landing program you're providing. Thank you for being here. Come with me, Michel. You are always the co-moderator. So we're going to introduce some media tech and metaverse tech during this hour. We have candidates here. Who are the candidates here? Please show, guys, 2 candidates who are here in La Mort Subite. 2 or 3. We are quite, we don't know. Obviously, a candidate from Las Vegas have disappeared, or I don't know if they have been solved in the metaverse, but maybe, hopefully they will join. Anyway, we have top candidate already connected. They will come on stage quite soon. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Pierre Paperon. Is very, very famous in Europe. He has developed most of the major projects in e-commerce, in web culture, and now is definitely involved in the metaverse society. Hi, Pierre, how are you doing?
I'm going fine, thank you.
Okay, we are very sad that you are not here with us in Austin, but I know that you were last week in Dubai. So please explain to us what you are now doing for our industry and, of course, for the metaverse future industry.
Yes. Hi everyone. We were in Dubai last week, and that was kind of an awesome meeting because we were 1,000 professionals, 1,200 professionals discussing investment, discussing the different variation that we can find, and really defining the Web3. Web3 being the sum of blockchain, the tokenization, the NFT, non-fungible tokens, the DAO, and obviously the metaverses. What I want to share with you today is 3-4 spots or charts, I would say, I presented over there. One of them was the way that very, I would say, old industry like wine in France can be regenerated by NFT. We did that for Chateau Yquem 1 month ago. We did an
lucky guy.
Yeah, very lucky. Not. We haven't drunk it right now. Not that lucky.
So sad.
So we built an NFT, and what's more interesting is that we began to sell the NFT on very large platforms that exist and that we may call meta commerce in the future. Because right now, 1 year ago, we are not only 100 million wallets, digital wallets in the world. At the beginning of this year, we are at 300 million. At the end of this year, it's going to be 1 billion wallet. If you do the comparison with the internet in the year 2000, there was only 300 million unique users. So it's very at par, I would say, with what was going on in the year 2000. What we did also was to show how you can reinvent the way to manage heritage in France, and we are working right now in the Fondation du Patrimoine in France in the way to collect money and to give to everyone who's going to buy an NFT specific to a patrimoine, a house, a castle, or whatsoever, the right, in fact, to visit the monument, to meet the owner of the monument, and eventually to sleep with it, to have accommodation in the monument. Furthermore, you've heard a lot about the metaverse and the meta defined by Mark Zuckerberg. We don't agree with so many people.
Oh, Turbine, can you please turn off your microphone, please?
So we are not completely agreeing with the vision of Mark Zuckerberg that push all of us with Oculus, binocles and all of that. So we try to find an alternative way, and we found a very interesting solution, Work Adventure, where you can map where you stand, all of the information. And the key device, the killer app, is every time you are at 1 meter from one to another, you've got two pop-up coming in and you have an instantaneous visio going on. So we defined for a very specific one for Dubai. We were over there and we were able to have the 1,000 people traveling all around, having information on different NFTs, going from, and you may see at the top of the map, the teleportation pod, where you can go from one metaverse to the other. So we are beginning to think not the metaverse as some of people, some of companies are thinking them a bit like AOL at the very beginning, like a closed internet, but we are trying to open that up. The test of scalability has been done with 30,000 people connecting 1,500 metaverse, and that was the result of having a lot of people, a bit like ants, going from one to another, talking, listening to conference, having the ability to share information in the different metaverse, going from one to another, having appointment and all of that. So here again, metaverse, the way we try to push it away is really to put the human person at the center of it, but no avatar, no whatsoever, meeting people, having people, meeting each other. Lastly, there was a launch which was done last week on Monday in France, and I was able to report that in Dubai. There is a Meta association which has been launched 3 years ago. The name of it is 2Gap, and the purpose is to fill the gap between for parity purpose between women and men. And we built a very specific device based on blockchain, allowing, I would say, to take decision, to vote, to have transcript of exchange of video and all of that, translation of the transcript, all of that on blockchain, so certified, authentified, and obviously to vote. This is called the DAO, decentralized or distributed autonomous organization, a very new way to think about associations and any organization in a flat way, and trying to go away from a hierarchical standpoint. Last point about this Meta association, it gathers something between 0.6 and 0.8 million women all over the world. That's what I wanted to share, as a introduction pitch. Thanks, Mark Lionel, to have given me this opportunity.
No, thank you very much, Pierre, for this tremendous explanation. I think we are all concerned by metaverse takes, of course, business, but also for the society. And we definitely need to establish and to create a collaborative group specific for metaverse industry. Thank you for supporting myGlobalVillage too. Okay, guys, now it's time to have the pitching session. Just one word before, Eric, how are you doing in Marseille today?
Very well, but it's not a sunny Provence, so I'm sorry for that. But
oh yes, it's nice. Okay, Eric, thank you for being a member of the jury. In the middle of the sequence, I introduce Philippe too, and you both guys will explain how, with your landing pack and your landing program, you can help our winner to accelerate their business throughout French-speaking countries, Europe, and all the world. So we're gonna introduce that. You get ready too, Philippe?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Eric and Philippe, that will be in between the competition. Now let's call for the first candidate. Who's going to be the first candidate, Justin? Please let me know the name of number one.
Imaginons.
Imaginon. Is Imaginon in English here and connected?
Yes, I am.
Oh, hello. Okay, you're going to be the first, but not the least. So please, you know the rule. You're going to have 90 seconds. Dear jury members, you have a voting application. Of course, you will evaluate the pitch, but you have also a blue button enabling you to be connected with this tremendous candidate and all the candidates. And if you are interested by the technology, for your investment, for your integration, for your own business or for your territories, please type on the blue button. Okay, let's go. You start right after the jingle. Please do share your screen in between.
Hi, my name is Adrian Hatch. I am CEO and co-founder at Imagion. We build a commercial metaverse tool for managing construction projects remotely. So the problem we solve is that building a commercial building project is a collaborative effort between people on the site, your subcontractors managed by the general contractor superintendent building the project, and off-site experts like architects, inspectors, designers, and owners. They all need to work together with the context of the job to build the project, but there are no good tools to bring them together remotely. So instead we travel, and this industry spends 40% more per trip than any other, or we hack it. And hacking it over email, calls, phone messages costs this industry close to $200 billion a year in wasted labor costs. Over half of rework is caused by this problem. So the solution is Imagion, a digital augmented reality tool to hold effective site meetings remotely. A user on the job site uses an augmented reality headset like the HoloLens 2 or an iPad or an iPhone to host a live interactive view of the site. Everyone connected remotely can use Imagion's patent technology to click on the video and place real-time, pixel-perfect, accurate AR markup in the field. These calls can be recorded. You can browse your drawings and documentation live. You can reclaim the time that would have been spent visiting the site and reclaim productivity that would have been wasted on travel time and delays. We are seeking a $2 million convertible note. We're halfway through. We're looking for customers, mentors, and partners. Thank you very much, South by Southwest and myGlobalVillage. Contact us here.
That's tremendous, Adrian. 190 seconds accurate, top professional and top impressive technology. Thank you so much. Who's going to be the second candidate, Justin?
Sense of space.
Sense of space, his sense of space here around. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please, a very warm welcome to Adrian. Yes, he's in the room, he's in Austin, and it's never easy to be the first candidate here. If you want to come, please here, because otherwise you won't be seen on the camera. You ready? Okay. Yeah, it's work. It's definitely. Okay. No, there is one here.
Hi. So we are Sense of Space. We do 3D streaming for the metaverse, cross-platform to any device. We all know that the visual quality of the metaverse is not the best one. Everything looks like a game from the 90s, really rough, really low poly. That's because the devices and platforms, they set the limits of the 3D data that can be uploaded that really, really low. That's why we created a 3D streaming technology, which streams the 3D data or high quality 3D models into any of these platforms in a smart way. For example, this yacht that got sold for more than $500,000 on the Sandbox metaverse could actually look like a kick-ass cruise ship that is being streamed to the web, mobile devices, and VR headsets all at once. All the 3D models have a single cloud address, so every update you do, it goes automatically to all the devices, all the platforms, and therefore we enable also the interoperability, the dream of a single data flowing through all the metaverses without having to care too much about that, or upload in all the metaverses individually. We are now with a 1.5 million seed round open, and tomorrow we will be on the Antons over there showing our demos, and please come and check it out.
We will do it, and you did a great job. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Thank you, and share. Okay, guys, that was the second candidate. Please keep in mind to unshare your screen quickly. Unshare your screen, please. Thank you very much. So now, who's going to be, Justin, the third candidate?
Perpetual emotion.
Perpetual emotion. Are you connected? She was here yesterday. Are you connected right now? Okay, no problems. So one candidate didn't turn off its computer. David, can you just turn off, mute up your computer, please, and say hi to Liv, your daughter. She must be close to you. Okay, okay, guys. So who's gonna be the fourth candidate?
Typewise.
Okay, Typewise. Is Typewise connected right now? Typewise, are you here?
Absolutely, I'm here.
Oh, great. Welcome, David. You can turn on your camera because when you share your screen, we also have a small, windows showing your face and your total implication in your project.
Absolutely.
You ready? Please. Okay, you just start. You can start to share your screen, but you start right after the jingle. Okay. Okay, that's going.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm David. I presume you can see my screen now. I'm the CEO of Typewise here based in Switzerland. Our mission is to decode human thoughts. Now, we built a text prediction engine based with sophisticated AI technology that we developed with the ETH Center in Zurich. It's like the MIT equivalent of Europe. And what it does, it basically makes employees more productive 2 to 3 times, such as in customer service as our entry segment, but also spanning an entire enterprise going forward. This is how it works. We basically predict text as you type. This improves typing speed 20-30%, eliminates almost all mistakes. But also we identify the language that actually has the best impact. For example, in sales emails, we identify the language that leads to highest sales conversions and then apply that across the enterprise. Our technology is patent protected and outperforms the likes such as Google or Grammarly. And we do that by building a custom AI model in an automated way for each of our clients. Now, we started with a consumer-facing application with over 2 million downloads that have allowed us to build that AI technology, and now have just signed today, actually, our third enterprise pilot with a large software company. Customer service is just the entry segment. We have already a long pipeline with reputable clients and are scaling this as we go. So our ask to you, we're soon opening our seed round, 4 million, half of which has already been paid in. And we're looking for enterprise pilots, mainly in customer service. So if you have contacts or any suggestions, please reach out to me. Thank you very much, and looking forward to taking this forward with you.
Thank you very much. Impressive pitch in that room. You have got also warm applaud in the real life here in La Mort Subite in
Very
Austin.
good.
Okay, guys. Now it's time for a question session. So, dear jury members, do you have any questions for our candidate? Any question for any candidate? Who wants to ask a question? Yeah. Yes, one is coming from Philip here. Come on, Philip. And one is from Pierre then. Okay.
So go ahead. I mean, it's difficult at this stage to see exactly what the business revenue models of all your patients are. We would love to have a conversation with you about that, but all the topics are interesting to us and we are able to make connections. And this is something I would like to discuss with all the candidates afterwards. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for this contribution. Any question, Pierre, maybe for a candidate?
Yes. So I think like for many candidates, like the main question for me is always like how precise is your understanding of the competitive intelligence where are you in the competitive intelligence thinking? Are you going to sustain to keep this advantage over the competition? And I think this this always the angle that I want to see a bit more.
Okay, for every candidate, you want to
answer? For every candidate, but I was thinking about the Nigerian and sense of space at the beginning, but like for me, this point is never cover enough. So if somebody or some of the candidates can answer this question, would be great.
Does any candidate wants to answer? Come on here on stage, and who wants to answer? You have absolutely 10 seconds, each candidate, to answer to these questions. Okay, who want to answer the first?
Don't be shy, guys.
Okay, go.
I could answer that first. I can say we started developing this technology in 2018, working with our customer base, understanding how they already visit the site, tools like video calling and 3D scanning. They don't have our patent technology on precise remote markup. They don't have our field integrations to third-party software used by construction companies. We've built our tool tailored to the field use case with feedback about why the other solutions are not good enough for that construction site case. You need 3D interactive live AR to hold an effective site meeting.
Thank you for this answer. One answer here in Morsubit.
Yeah, on our case, so what we do is actually not really that easy. We have been working 2 years already doing what we do. And before that, we were all on the academic side with pretty 10 years at least of work on 3D data and compression optimization. We also, then there's some companies that do what they call 3D streaming, but what they do is actually rendering 3D data totally on the cloud and just streaming a 2D video. And that doesn't work because it doesn't work in VR, it doesn't work in AR, and you need a GPU on the cloud for every user. So for a metaverse that have, I don't know, 50 million people, you need 50 million GPUs on the server. So it's extremely expensive and totally non-sustainable. So that's how we differentiate, because we don't render everything on the cloud. We only stream the actual data, and the rendering is done on the user. So it's much more accessible.
Thank you very much for the answer. It was not exactly 10 seconds, but it was interesting anyway. Okay, guys, additional answer for our candidate, please.
Yeah, maybe I can share our view. I mean, we have built this technology also over the past 2.5 years, and we have validated this with hundreds of thousands of end users through our B2C app, and that has really allowed us to perfectionize this prediction technology, which is quite a niche application in a way. There are not many companies doing this. And what we've learned is that, and that's how we outperform a Google or also a Apple or Grammarly, that the real prediction power comes in when you tailor text prediction to a specific use case or a specific client. And that's why we've started building these custom models for each enterprise client. That's not something that the big companies are doing, and we're extremely unique in that regard.
Thank you very much. Last but not least, answer on that question. Don't be shy. Okay, no additional answer. It's all right. One question for you, Sébastien.
But first, I'm a fan of David, so I've been working with Typewise for a long time. I think they're definitely on track. And for definitely the sense of space, quite amazing what you can do. Quite a technology. And for Imagine, I have more like if you really entering the space of smart city with that application, you remind us of a few companies of the portfolio of Smart City Works that we represent in Virginia, working with George Mason. So I think it'd be interesting to follow up on that because what you do makes a lot of sense. It's totally an application for smart city. So it's not really a question, it's more comments. I'm really impressed by the presentation, really.
Yes, we do. That's true. Thank you very much. Some more questions, remote or here? No more questions. So now let's move up to the second series of pitching. Dear jury, if you have a question for the first candidate, you could do it later on. Okay, so who's going to be the next candidate, Justin?
Turbine.
Okay, Turbine. Hello, Turbine. Are you connected?
I am connected. Do you hear me okay?
We do. Where are you from, Turbine?
We are in Las Vegas, Nevada, home
Yeah,
of the
we were with Jeff Solin.
Consumer Electronics Show.
Yes, we met up and we're very happy to see that now, 1 month after now, Vegas is quite active in myGlobalVillage. Turbine, you know the rule right now. You're going to have 90 seconds. You can start to share your screen and you start right after the jingle. Go ahead.
To build a platform for data handling. We are taking thousands and thousands of sensor inputs from throughout cities, plugging them into a special program that works with Google Earth, and we're now able to create essentially a digital twin of the city and any surrounding region using digital twin technology. What's really cool about what we're doing is that the system is no longer just in the cloud and in the metaverse. We're actually bringing the physical world into the metaverse. And we're doing that by curating lots and lots and lots of sensor feeds. The business model is that by bringing in and curating sensor feeds, we'll be able to monetize the data and share the revenue with companies like automakers and actually with the cities themselves. We're currently raising the end of our seed round. We've raised 3.1 million so far from angels and family offices. And so we're going to go up to 4 million. And thank you very much.
Team Turbine, you do it great. Thank you very much for this impressive presentation. I will be sad if I would have been one jury member because to find the best, but any case, you know, you win or you don't, you'll be connected in any case with investor, integrator, and end users. That's our philosophy, guys. Okay, who's going to be the next candidate, Justin?
Let's Rollo.
Okay, let's roll. How are you connected right now? Not yet. Okay, let's move up to the next candidate. Justin, who's going to be the next one?
Lucien Media.
Lucien, are you here, Lucien? Lucien is like an illusion. They disappear, they fade away. Yes, because they pitched yesterday, so maybe they didn't came back. Okay, who's going to be the next?
Renovate.
Renovate. Are you here and connected? Not yet. Okay, today it's a special day in Austin. Okay, who's going to be the next?
It's Slatch.
Slatch, are you here? I saw you.
Yes,
are you connected right now? Okay, yeah, great. Turn on your camera. Think about turning it. Share your screen. Wait for the jingle, and you start right after. But you can start to share your screen. Go ahead. That's your.
Hi, I'm Karel. I'm the CEO of Slatch. Do you know how many languages are spoken on Earth? More than 7,000. And how many a human can speak? Less than 2. So this is a world where your own language is not enough. When your personal data can be leaked, where you are forced to watch boring ads, where you can lose touch with all your friends with no recourse. But together we can slash it. We believe that the web should serve the common good, should bring people together, empower them. This is why we built the first universal messaging app that breaks down all communication barriers. More than an alternative to your old messaging service, Slatch opens up a new world of opportunity. Now you can meet and talk with anyone, anywhere, in any language, and in real time. You can make calls, send messages with Slatch Instant Translation, and in real life too. In short, where and when you need it. Awesome, right? But there is more. Slatch will help people share their ideas, stories, expand their business and network as never before. And you know what? It's just the beginning. We, as Slatcher, are ready to start billions of conversations, to unlock billions of messages, a new opportunity. And so we want all mankind to bring back together. So be part of it and join us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Great job. Okay, next candidate, Justin.
The last one is Zilia.
Allez, Zilia is in this room. Please, ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome here for Zilia. Come on and install your presentation. And it's important for me because Thomas is the first Polish candidate we ever had in myGlobalVillage. So welcome to Poland within myGlobalVillage, Thomas. Come on, come here. Okay.
Do you know that every fourth person on earth is a musician? It means that every fourth person on earth is a content creator. And that's why we also focus on the content creators, and we like to connect them with the audience using immersive audio solutions. So why audio? Because it creates the feeling, the emotions that we have on venues or live concerts. And who are we? So in the last 3 years, we introduced to the market 3 different hardware products and software products. And the problem that you like to solve is, as you can see, there is a growing number of 3D audio streaming services like Apple, Sony Music, Dolby Atmos. But the problem is that there is no tools for the content creators to easily create the content, especially live content. And the solution for that is Zilia, navigable 3D audio. So you can imagine that you can create a content that you can decide that there is a concert in Brazil and you can teleport to that concert and decide from which place to listen to that concert. So you can be in the middle of the crowd or maybe on the stage. So that's the solution. And so far we have more than 1,000 B2B customers, and the margin from our product is 95%. So it's huge. You know, usually hardware products have like 5% of margin. And 30% of our customers is the recurring revenue, so they pay for a subscription. So the business model is like that. We have different solutions, and from 1,000 to 40,000 euro. And the global market is expected to be $12 billion in the next 5 years.
Okay.
So as a team, I'm also one of the MPEG experts, and I'm also one of the inventor and co-author of international multimedia standards that are used everywhere right now. And we are here to find partners and also investment to acquire 8,000 customers. Thank you so much.
My impressive technology too, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, the manager from Lucien just arrived. So dear jury members, you can go back on your voting application, and I'm very happy to introduce Lucien. Okay, so please introduce yourself. Be patient because in a while, Lucien will be added to the voting application. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much. My name is Bernard Duguay. I'm the owner of Lucien. Because of our background in public art, we've developed this project called Nocturne. And Nocturne is a environmental fiction based on a civilization who would have succeeded in the climate crisis. So it's a night walk in a forest based in Canada, and then you get to see all these people have far more advanced systems than we developed, using light as fuel, mycelium as a network for communication, and biofuels. And so there's also a living section where you can rent tiny houses there and see how they live, eat forest-based products. There's a lab, a sustainability lab planned so that you learn about autonomy and food autonomy and energy autonomy. And there's also a live-in section where you can participate in a community, a sustainable community. So here we are trying to raise $1 million. We already have 500,000 from public funds in Quebec. And at this moment, we're looking for scientists, environmental specialists, craftspeople, and artists that convey the vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this tremendous project. So now, dear jury members, do you have any question for the second series of candidates? It's time for question. Any questions? Okay, Philippe, please come on stage.
For our last person who came on stage, I would like to ask, who are your customers really? Who are you going to try to attend by putting the solution together.
Okay.
Who is going to pay for it, in other words?
Oh, yes. Okay. Well, the business model is based on a night.
No, it's all right. We have the large.
The business model is based on a night walk, which are very popular now. They've been promoted by Moment Factory a lot. But this is a very environmental, and they generate a lot of funds. So the source of income comes from the public, and it's basically night walk entertainment. And then, but there's a learning section to it, and you learn about how are we going to do this climate crisis revolution.
Thank you very much for the questions and for the answer. Who gonna ask your questions to any of the candidates? Okay, no more questions. No more questions here around. Okay, guys, so now it's time to finalize your vote on your voting application. Philippe, one word concerning the how you want to vote. You want to search your.
That's what I was going to do.
Okay, it's okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, it's great. So give your votes to your assistant, Eric in Marseille. Can you just describe the offer that you can provide to any winners, because winners will benefit for a long run support from myGlobalVillage all years long. So can you start and describe in 1 minute the kind of welcome pack you are offering to every winners wanting to expand their activities in the south for France, in Europe, or all over the world from Marseille, please? Eric? Eric is not connected anymore. Okay, so Sebastian, can you just also describe the kind of funding summits where people that are looking for money will going to be invited in the coming weeks here, thanks to Enrich program?
First, I have a question for Zilia, but I was impressed by the fact that you come up with hardware and software, and it's quite an advanced solution. So I was quite impressed. Could bring many more questions, but really we have a limited time. So the relationship is this way. We look at the best elevator pitch that yet here we have, and propose those companies to participate in our funding summit, where you can pitch in front of US investors and ecosystem that we build through those European Union initiatives, one of them being Enrich. So we always try to align ourselves so that if you win, then you can apply. We'll give you a process, but there won't be really an interview process. It will be more just to capture some data about what you're looking for, what you want to do in the US, and then you get in and you can participate to those online or physical events, because that's what's going on, like little by little. But still a lot of online events where you just, like what some of you are doing, from the comfort of your home, pitch to amazing US investors, angel, all the ways to VCs.
Okay, thank you very much. So for the winners, you can be connected all years long to our events. You're going to have visibility all over the world on major events in the world. You can be connected with founders, our investors club. But of course, today it's very specific jury. So if, for instance, like Zila specialized in music tech, keep in mind that we will do it in Belgium. Normally during California, we'll have specific pitching session concerning a specific industry. Okay, guys, I think now it's time to see the result. Eric in Marseille, are you connected? The one last chance to be connected. Eric Fraclet. Okay.
Yes,
We'll
I'm
find you again.
connected, yes. Yeah.
Yes, okay. Can you and turn on your camera, please, Eric? Can you just describe in 30 seconds right now the program and the welcome pack you are offering to the winners?
Yes, so Marseille is France's second largest city. It's the fast growing media hub.
Please, Eric, can you please turn on your camera?
I'm sorry. Oh, sorry.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Twice, sorry. It's strange.
Okay, it works.
It's done. It works, yeah. So, thank you. So Marseille is a fast-growing media hub, and we are providing a learning expedition to the winners of these awards. in order to discover many opportunities of incubators, funds, media funds, and large media parks also.
Okay, so for instance, if you want to expand your activities in France, Eric, for the innovative cultural industry, will spot out the right place, will find investors, will find final clients, because, for instance, Marseille has become one of the major European and, of course, French spots for the film production. Netflix plans, and so you will discover it. So you will have opportunity, landing base in Wallonia, landing base in France, landing base in the United States, and of course we're trying to develop new connections. So dear Dutch people, dear Polish people, welcome on myGlobalVillage, and let's establish for the future innovative and business connection. Now it's time to publish the final result of this pitching session. David, that's your turn. Number 3 from Las Vegas is Turbine, the global exchange for IoT. Number 2, here we have a very bad bandwidth, so it's very hard to read, but I think it's Imagen. And the first one is Typewise. Typewise, number 1 for this session. Typewise, are you still connected with us, Guy?
Absolutely. That's great to hear.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So you're going to be contacted by our territory. You should have probably, as a look at your mail, guys, you should have received a connection opportunity. So congratulations. Next step concerning our cultural and creative industry will be in France. We will be in Cannes Film Festival at mid-May, and we will have a tremendous global village there inside the festival. So if you want to join, if you want to come with the delegation, if you want to be connected from your territory, keep that in mind. See you around, guys, and thank you, dear member of the jury. You want something to add, Sébastien?
So that's your next event is a Festival of Cannes. So our next online event is a Post-Mobile World Congress Funding Summit, which is going to be in about 10 days. Okay. So please apply.
Okay, so keep that at your agenda. Funding summit for those wanting to expand in America, all over the world, and of course, film festival for a specific cultural and creative industry. Bye-bye, guys. See you around.